Hey peeps, what's going on? I wanted to do a little vlog today because I haven't vlogged in a couple of days and I just figured it was time. This weekend I'm going to be super busy. Angie's brother Tyler is graduating from high school, so we're going to be seeing him for a little bit. And then I am jam packed with pet sitting. Now I have to show you because that snore was not me. That was the pug. Marvy Cans. What's that ear? Anyway, so tomorrow I will be going over to the pound. And, guys, is it 9 o'clock already? Jeez. In the afternoon because the pound is open. And I call them the pound because it's animal control. And that sounds like I'm working for the government. But I'm not. It's a shelter. It is a kill shelter, but they do everything that they can to keep the animals for as long as possible. And it's the only SPCA in my town, so that's what I do. Last time I took some stuff that the dogs couldn't have. My face is breaking out. So this time I followed their directions and I got these little things, which are pepperonis, and I broke them up and put them into little containers so that they're transportable. And then I got these. Again, I got those from Menards. So I got 4 bags of those, and then I got 2 more containers worth of those. So that was good. I mean, basically, like, I can't get them top of the line stuff because it's too expensive. But that stuff right there probably cost me under $10. And it just lets me give them a TREAT. I can't say the whole word because of that guy. Because he would perk so hard, it wouldn't even be funny. So tomorrow in the afternoon, it's supposed to be a little bit nicer. I'm going to go over there. I just ordered an entire line, and I got them of... How about if I turn on some lights? That would be good. What do you think? No? He's not happy. Focal, I was sweeping. You were gnawing. One problem that I came across was that they weren't able to let me handle certain dogs together because I don't know, it's a liability. So I ordered an entire line of basket muzzles, which I don't want you guys freaking out or calling me a dog abuser. That's not what this is. What this is a muzzle where the dog can still pant. Well, this one's way too small for Marvy. I don't know how I would get one on him, but he doesn't need one. Their muzzle goes in just like this. There's padding up here to protect their nose so they don't get hurt. And then you hook it around the back of their head like so. Well, essentially, I got a whole line of them. They're all booted in each other because that's an easier way of me transporting them. But I got a whole line of them, every size, so that I'm guaranteed to have one for any dog. Sorry, baby. I didn't mean to catch you. It touched his foot. And I also ordered, a full line of martingale collars. I ordered 3 of each. One set of them, I'm going to donate to the pound and say, keep these all together. Use them when needed, but I ordered every size. So no matter what dog they have in there, they're going to have a martingale to fit them with, to take them for dubs. I may have a treadmill for them, but I'm waiting to hear back from the guy. Cheap, like $30. So I may have a treadmill for them. And I also ordered a whole line of head halties that I can use. I'm not going to donate these because they weren't that cheap. So I'm not just going to give them, head halties. But I am going to have them in my Duff Bee so that I can take them with me and work with dogs. Essentially, every week I'm trying to share and talk about at least 3 dogs. Now, that's meaning I'm taking pictures of 3 dogs. I'm definitely walking 3 dogs. I said the W word. Okay, he's still asleep. We're good. The head halties are for me. The basket muzzles are for me because, again, a little bit more pricey items. But I ordered... I'll have to share with you guys where I got the martingales from, but I can't remember. It's my landlord driving by. Pretend like I'm not vlogging. So that was really good. I ordered, and it's all right off for the business and everything, which is cool, because it is business tools. And then I ordered IDs, two-sided IDs from Dog ID, and they send you each of them in a little baggie. I'm not going to show you specifically, but it's a decent size. The writing is engraved, not just like painted on. You're way too close. And like I had both sides to be able to really get a lot of information. So I put my name and address on one side and then my phone number and email address on the other. And at the top I put reward if found. So that's really cool because that's for the one set of my martingales that I will be working with dogs, like my working set. So essentially, because if the pound, I haven't really talked about it because I recorded a vlog and I got all emotional because I was right after I went last week. Last week I went on Tuesday, but I didn't go today because it was hot and it's just now cooling down, but they're closed. Tomorrow they're open. Their lunch hour is like 1 to 2 and then they're open from like 2 to 7. So I'm going to go tomorrow afternoon and work from like 2 and for a couple of hours. And I have to talk to the director about, I'm going to be giving away to anyone that adopts a shelter animal from that location. They're going to get either $60 worth of pet sitting from me, free, or a behavior counseling session where they can use it to, as soon as I start recording, I get an itchy nose. Or they're going to be able to use the behavior counseling session. They can use it in order to have me help them choose the right dog. Energy-wise, that's where most people make their mistake, where they pick a dog with the energy levels that they can't handle. They can use the session for me to train. Like, once they get their dog in their home, work on problem issues, they can use it for whatever. Or they can use like for the people that get cats, they can use it for like $60 worth of pet sitting for their cats, because that's good for a vacation. For cats, you really only need somebody to come in like once a day unless there's meds. Scoop the litter, put food, put water, and check in on them and make sure they're okay. So that you don't have to have a neighborhood kid do it, where they might forget, or they might not do it, or they might this, they might that, whatever. And then Fluffy starts peeing on your carpet because they're pissed that their litter box is dirty. Anyway, so I'm going to do that tomorrow, and I have to talk to the director about doing the free, like, essentially I'm going to have to give them a box of cards, and I'm going to, like, either make up or they'll make up a flyer for an insert for the adoption booklets or whatever. And I want them to let people know, like, if you present, when you talk to me, if you present like the adoption papers from, animal control, I'll, give them a free behavior counseling session or a $60 gift certificate towards pet sitting. So that's really exciting. It's kind of giving back. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I've been kind of hesitating because the number one thing I was concerned about was going in there and having the existing shelter staff be like, what? Who the hell do you think you are coming in here taking over? I don't want to take over. I just want to help where I can. And it was high time that I ordered a set of collars, because you'd be shocked how many of my clients' houses I go to, and they want me to take their dog for a WALK, but they don't have a collar that's safe. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to spend my entire evening chasing after your dog and potentially not even catching them. So I'm going to have my own martingales that are slip-proof. A martingale collar is essentially, I have up here, I have the snap-arounds, and this is what I ordered. So basically, it snaps, and then the dogs are about to pug. And then it slips, so that basically instead of being a choke chain, which I don't like those, it's not good for the dog's throat. Instead of being a choke chain or something like that, it slips. Woo, it has a limited slip ability, and it's cloth, so it doesn't hurt their neck, but they're not going to back out of it. even if it's a greyhound. They were originally, I think, even designed for greyhounds. So even if you have a greyhound, they're not going to be able to slip out of that collar. And when I'm posting this, I'm going to put a link in the doobly-doo for where I got the head halters off of Amazon, and I just ordered the walk and train because they were cost effective. They were exactly what I needed. Because with the head halty, most people don't realize, and I know I'm all over the place, whatever, I don't care, whatever. If you don't connect the head halty to the collar, most of those head halties slip off, and your dog is loose. So these actually have a little segment of it that attaches to the collar, and then you attach, like you connect the leash up here, and it's still connected to the collar, which is really smart because, hello, think life is not perfect. You will not always have collars attached the perfect way. You need to have a backup plan because it's like too dangerous and too scary to think about a dog getting loose, and then they don't have proper ID. Like all of my martingales will have identification so that if somebody finds them, the first thing they're going to see is, oh, if I return this dog, I get a reward. What? Let me think about doing that because it might be worth my time. Sad to think that people have to be like paid to do a good deed, but whatever. It works. And so they'll have identification, and I'll use those also for, well, probably one of the sets will be like for when I go to the shelter so that I know that they're not going to get away from me. And the treadmill is going to be great for the rainy days and the hot days where I can only go at a certain point, and I'll just go in, and I would like to show the staff how to use the treadmill so that they can utilize them, because let's be honest, they're understaffed. They don't have the funds to be able to hire enough people to give each of the dogs an hour pack walk. They can't do that. They can't take all of the dogs out together because they're not all guaranteed. I mean, these people are extremely hardworking, so they don't have the time and ability to do what the dogs need per se. So I'm going to try and help them have tools like, okay, I know you might be able to walk a couple of them. I said the W word. But you're going to have to treadmill the majority of them, because when owners come in and they're looking for dogs, how nice would it be if they came into a calmer shelter, a calmer environment where dogs were like exercised, so the people can hear, they're not, they're not freaking out. These dogs are happier, they're calmer. And you may say, well, what's the point of treadmilling these dogs when they may be put down tomorrow? Well, the interesting thing about dogs is the fact that they live in the moment incredibly, and even when we fail to. And since they live in the moment, today is possibly all that they have. So let's make today good for them. Just because that's like saying like a terminally ill person, oh, you're going to die tomorrow. Why do you need to eat today? You still need what you need, regardless of what happens to them in the future. And I almost had to think of it like that because it's very hard going in there and I could only work with 3 of them. And Larry and Dylan and Alice is no longer on the website, so I almost wonder if she's already been adopted, but I'm going to look tomorrow and, see. I can go around and give each one of them, a TREAT and stuff, and that makes them happy for a moment, but there's nothing like a pack walk for a dog. There's nothing like getting some exercise. And that's where the basket muzzles come in, where I'll be able to take a couple of them for a walk, even if they don't get along. Or even if there's a dog in there that maybe has a bite record, I can put a basket muzzle on them and still take them out and get them some fresh air, get them some exercise, drain their anxiety. And when you drain energy and anxiety, a lot of behavioral issues slip away. The first thing I tell somebody when they have an aggressive dog is that dog needs to be exercised, because that's part of the reason why they're aggressing. Yeah, they may have been abused. Yeah, they may have reasons. They may have triggers, whatever it is, but they're hyped because they're not being exercised. Kind of like kids. Kids can only make it like halfway through a school day without like needing to run a little bit and spend some of their energy. And then they can come back in after recess and be like, okay, now I can, try and focus a little bit. Like, they need the psychological draining and then they need the physical draining, just like dogs. I'm not trying to say that dogs are kids, but there are similarities. So, that's kind of what's been going on in my world. Um, I'm not sure when the martingales are going to get here, but I mean, for now, like, I kind of have, for the most part, what I need. I have a duffel bag in the basement, and I just have to get it loaded up and stuff. I'm nervous about meeting with the director. I'm going to check and see how long this is. Okay. 15 minutes. Time to end it. Cut it. I'm nervous about meeting with the director because honestly, I've been doing behavior counseling for a while now, years, and I don't have a certification. I do have insurance and bonding, but I don't have something on paper to back up what I can do. It's just what I've learned to do, you know? And that is frustrating because some people look at that and say, well, you're not accredited. Why should I care about what you have to say? I'm not trying to go to the pound because I want to gain something from it. I just want to go and help. And I know for a fact, like, they have a problem with space over there, but I honestly feel like a treadmill would be a good enough reason to devote that space to it. And my opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got them, they're not all pretty. It's just my opinion, but I've seen people be like, I can't physically walk my dog, so I treadmill them, and that makes me able to keep my dog. Save my sanity, save my dog's sanity, save my whatever, time, health, whatever it is. So I really think that that'll be beneficial, but I guess we'll see. I'm nervous about it, though. I saw him briefly, but he looked very busy, so I was like, well, I'm not going to bother him. And then when I was out on the second dub with Dylan and Larry, like, he was gone. So I was like, oh, crap. I didn't catch him in time, so I'm going to go right in tomorrow and talk to him and see what's what. And, so, yeah. But that's all I have for now. I hope that this made some kind of sense to you guys. I hope that it was enjoyable in some way. It was kind of just me being excited about tomorrow and randomness. So, now that it's cooler and it's starting to get dark out, I'm actually gonna oh, you guys can see me in the glass. I'm gonna actually take the dogs out and bike with them. Last night I did that, and they were exhausted. Daisy was dragging by the end. I mean, not literally dragging, but she was tired. And then,
Daddy struck me!
I did not drag her. Ange. Why? And Marvin was just, like, tired after a little bit. He can run further than Daisy because he's younger. But, yeah, getting ready to do that. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed my talking about dog-related things. And, oh, I'm working on this. It's a project. Can you see what it says? It's a canvas that I painted yellow, and then that's pencil. But it's going to get painted. So, I don't know. I'm also going to do something in clay over it, but I'm not sure what yet. So, anywho, I hope that you guys are well. I hope that you're happy, safe, all that jazz. And stay cool as it gets hotter and hotter. Much love. Peep out.